with pressure on economies, we've all had to raise our game. And I think we're at the point where we've got all the technical skills now, and we need something to glue the people together. It's going to be the relationships that will actually drive organizations forward. And that's exactly where the SDI has its impact.
We find it as a great entry tool, a great front-end tool to get people set up for working with each other. And it's also a very good tool for us in working with people one-on-one in a coaching situation, getting them to understand what strengths they bring to their team and how they're going to have to communicate with reds and blues on their team if they're going to be effective.
Oh, I think the big value is complete and unconditional positive regard for everybody.
You know, people get bombarded with all of these messages about what strengths they don't have rather than the strengths that they do have. You know, they need to do personal development as if there's something wrong with them rather than that there's something right with them.
What the SDI allows them to do is say, look, here's the contribution that I have to make. And when that's appreciated, the energy levels go up, the creativity goes up, and because they can then start to use the differences between them in a constructive way, they actually tend to come up with better solutions, they come up with them quicker. There's a lower incidence of conflict, and that's great because if they're not spending their time trying to resolve conflict, they're spending more time on getting the job done.
We'd had other tools like the Thyro-B or the Myers-Briggs or the DISC, who always seem to categorize people into certain quadrants. The SDI was the first instrument using the triangle that kept everyone within the same matrix, but where you could see the blend of the different leadership styles, while the others graphics had a tendency to stereotype and isolate people.
With ESTJ, for instance, which is what I had with Myers-Briggs, I knew what it meant, it had me pegged, but the fact of the matter is, it doesn't stick with most people. In fact, a lot of people I talk to say, I'm not sure what I was. The two highest ratings that we get on our end of course evaluations are the overview, the course overall actually, and the SDI. Those are the two highest ratings, and then all the other instruments and all the other modules fall somewhere below that.
In my experience with it, I have never found a single person who felt invalidated by the results of their scores. And I think now the use is pushing close to 20,000, I think. And that's a pretty big testimonial when you can say not once have people felt invalidated.
It has been consistently accurate. That's one of the things I like about it too. It's simple and it works.